This video is about the 100-day team leader check-in with our new members. The importance of the 100-day check-in is just to ensure that our members are getting an ROI from their membership, and the best way to do the check-in is to have a one-on-one with your member at the 100-day point during your BX meeting. The checklist for this 100-day check-in is on the member nurturing board. So each member has their own card on the Trello member nurturing board. And so you can run through this checklist quite easily and make notes on the member card. It just helps our members achieve the ideal outcomes in order to get an exceptional ROI on the investment that they're making into BX. So the first question to ask your new member is, are they attending at least 2 meetings per month? We know that to stay front of mind with our BX community, but also with our referral partners, that twice monthly visibility is really important. So you can get your regional leader or your field ops manager to check the Infusionsoft app so that you can confirm the number of meetings that your member is attending. You should also be able to see from the member engagement board from your home meeting. However, they could be attending other meetings around the area as well. And just also encourage them to get along to other meetings, maybe once a month, to try a different group or another area where they might meet different people. The next thing to check in is to see if they've set up their member exchange profile properly. So you can do this and check on it by logging into the member exchange and searching for them yourself, and you'll be able to do that before you have this meeting with them. Just make sure that the member has their profile set up properly with a photo, as well as all of the details and the fields completed. When a member first joins BX, they essentially have a shell profile created, but until this profile is populated and built out, they are invisible to the rest of the network, so nobody else can find them. It really is an important part of doing their setup when they first join. And encourage them to take advantage of the education and resources that are available within the member exchange as well. So there is the 9-point checklist that's on the home page of the member exchange when they first log in, and that helps work through all the different things that need to happen when you first join to ensure that you're on the right path. The next question to ask is, do they know who their ideal referral partners are? So you will have been able to take notice of this when they're doing their 40-second pitch. Are they pitching for end clients, or do they need some help to work out who their referral partners are? So hopefully you've been seeing this evolve over time and have been able to help them with this. Making sure that every member has at least 5 ideal referral partners in mind, and that they should be pitching for these referral partners, for one of these referral partners at each meeting they attend. Another thing to check in is, are they receiving pay it forward slips at each meeting? So how many pay it forwards are they receiving? And this could be an indication of how well their 40-second pitch is going. So they might need to go back to the template and rewrite their 40-second pitch if they're not getting many pay it forwards. Perhaps it isn't clear to people who it is that they're trying to connect to. Also check in and see how many pay it forward slips they're giving, because the law of reciprocity really does ring true at BX. So not only do we want our members thinking about who they would like to be connected to, but also who they can connect other people in the community to as well. Another thing to check in is, are they following up on the pay it forwards? Are they using the templates and the resources that we give them to make sure that they get the best results from using our framework to attract and create referral partners? How many referral partners do they currently have? So at the 100-day mark, which is sort of like that 3-month mark, so they're a quarter of a way through their membership, essentially, we're hoping that they have at least 1 and preferably 2 to 3 from these first few months. And if this hasn't happened, do they need to go back and refresh with the new member webinar? Do they need to complete the fast track acceleration program, and just be thinking about who those referral partners are and who they would like to attract? How often are they connecting with their referral partners, and how? So we know that a fortnightly phone call, 10-minute phone call with referral partners is the ideal way to stay front of mind. So we just want to ensure that the members are actually doing that. And if there's any uncertainty around the process, send them back to the Member Exchange and have them watch, if they haven't, or re-watch the training so that they really understand how this fortnightly 10-minute touch point is really important and critical to their referral partner marketing strategy. Have they watched the new Member Accelerator training? So this might have become apparent from the other questions you've asked early on in this catch-up. So if they haven't watched the videos, ensure you encourage them to jump on and watch them all. The other thing about the new Member Accelerator training is that those videos need to be completed and watched before you can get access to all the other content on the Member Exchange. So all of the expert content that our amazing Be Experts and partners give us, the pathway to that is to have watched the new Member Accelerator training, because we really want members to understand the referral partner process before they move on to other elements and education in the platform. Another question to check in is, have they been to a BX online meeting as yet? So we know that if a member can come to at least 3 or 4 of these each year, they just provide a huge amount of value in terms of them building out their referral partners and also fast tracking their referral partner strategy. So it is good for them to think a couple of times, maybe once a quarter, coming to one of those BX Onlines, ideally once a month. But if they find that that time isn't possible to dedicate, once a quarter would be a great way to add ROI to what they're achieving through BX by coming to their face-to-face meetings. Another question to ask is, have they been to a Thursday afternoon event as yet? So we know that if they can come to at least one of these per month, it does add another element to what they gain out of their BX membership. So remembering that there's 4 different events, or 5 different events actually. So that we've got the Power Partner Pods, the podcast pitch, the Hour of Power, and the BX Buy and Sell. And once a month, we also, on a Tuesday, have the expert webinars. So the content from those expert webinars is within the Member Exchange as well. So lots of added benefits, education and content for our members to get access to. And the next steps after you've had your 100-day check-in is, if there are some action items that need to be taken, help your member get back on track by being part an accountability buddy. So you might say to them, if they haven't watched the Member Accelerator training, before we see each other next fortnight at the BX meeting, can you commit to jumping on and watching the Member Accelerator training, and get a commitment from them. So baby steps, like don't overwhelm them, but get them to do something that'll keep them moving forward in terms of helping them to gain some traction and results from their BX membership. And that's the overview of the 100-day check-in for our members.